Teacher Incentive Fund is really a program driven around building quality instructional programming at a school. And it's done in a couple separate ways. One is we're trying to encourage teachers to take on added responsibilities, so they're given an incentive for that. We're also trying to recruit more teachers to hard-to-place positions within schools. And then ultimately, we're trying to find out if teacher incentive actually works to drive student performance.
The project is actually funded through the United States Department of Education. So it was a competitive opportunity for MAPSA to actually put together an application, put together their proposal, do research, and submit it in terms of trying to be awarded the opportunity.
The schools in this project were selected through an opt-in process. Back in May and June of 2009, we went out to the schools and basically gave them a skeleton of what the program looked like and how they'd be able to be involved in shaping the program. From there, we had about 30 interested schools involved in that, and then after whittling it down to meeting certain requirements for the grant, we came to 20 schools.
Well, the primary difference between treatment and control schools is the amount of money that they can actually generate through participating in the grant. They will both have an opportunity to have access to the same amount of resources that we provide. The school leaders would have an opportunity to participate through Val Ed leadership training. The teachers would have access to dealing with video captures, working to support the Danielson framework. So all these things across the schools are similar. The difference is that the control school, through their participation and eligibility guidelines, will be entitled to the 1% automatic bonus. And then those that are participating from the treatment school standpoint can earn up to 15% in terms of what it could be for the bonus payout structure.
A teacher in the treatment group, in order for them to earn an incentive, they can do that in a couple ways. One would be they have to demonstrate student growth that would be equivalent or more than 1 year of growth for a student. So there are different tiers, and based on how high they score in terms of what their students do, that would be one factor. The other, we have a Charlotte Danielson rubric that is followed, where we follow a couple of the domains there, and based on their performance of demonstrating measures of effective teaching, there's also a tiered factor there. Based on their performance, they could earn additional incentive there.
A school leader has an opportunity, if they're a part of the treatment group, to really benefit from what it is that we offer at MAPSA. Through the grant, we have a couple opportunities. One of the biggest ones that we have is the Vanderbilt Educational Leadership Assessment. And this is an opportunity to have a national norm look, and then also their individual school look in terms of how their staff feel about them. And it's generated based off of questions about maybe focus on curriculum, leadership style, communication, looking at data, working with it with the staff to try to see how they do overall. And they're provided feedback, and that happens 2 times a year. In addition to that, like I was describing in terms of what the teachers would do from the participation, we look at how the data is for the teachers' growth and also as the school as a whole. And there's another part to it too, where we actually videotape or have an opportunity for the school leaders to be assessed in terms of how they actually conduct themselves in a meeting or a setting and give feedback. And then out of this feedback is an opportunity for them to have more dialogue with their school leadership and really look at how they can customize what they can put together for an individual growth plan for their students. We actually have, through MAPSA, working with this grant, professional development opportunities. I myself am a quality school facilitator. I'll be rotating out to the schools, supporting each one of them in terms of data and some of the resources that we have available. So our opportunity to work across the board to whether look at teacher retention, recruitment, look at how the schools are performing for aggregate data as a whole, looking at how they're doing with their school leadership model, looking at how we can put together best practices or strategies for discussion for best practices for the teachers, and to really give them something that can be sustained even after the grant is over. MAPSA is just fully invested into what we're offering for these schools, and if they're engaged and if they're really trying to put forth a serious effort to have school improvement, then we're on board to help support their needs and their efforts.